Now, regarding the Affordable Care Act, which, according to the Trump brain-dead core, is different from Obamacare. Obamacare was put together by that black man in the White House. We have none of that shit. But the Affordable Care Act, now I'm liking that, because first time in my life I get teeth. Ever since I've been a baby, my goddamn teeth rotted away by the time I was 6. Not just the baby teeth, but all those secondary teeth up there in my jawbone. Gone! Well, guess what, Rufus? You're about to lose all of your insurance and probably your teeth, because I doubt if they're paid for yet, right? I know you had some kind of little old copay up there, didn't you, huh? Anyway, the Congressional Republicans now have an outline for their Obamacare replacement, and it leaves the poor, no surprise here, holding the bag. Isn't this the way it always goes? So the bottom line here, if Trump supports what these devils in the Republican Party have worked out, Trump, will betray the working class voters who helped him become president. But he doesn't give a shit about that. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, this is the part that drives me to distraction. The people who supported and voted for this son of a bitch in the millions were voting to cut their own throats. I guess that's why the people in what has been cynically referred to as the flyover districts of the United States, those people were not aware of what they were doing, whereas the people on the coasts, especially the East Coast, knew full well what this asshole is. They knew exactly what he is. You know, not that this matters. Oh, in a way it does. But the wealthy folks, the creative folks, the movers and shakers in New York City, which is the center of the world where it concerns communications, theater, art, finance, New York City, they never, ever accepted this interloper because they knew what he was. He was a goddamn scam artist. He was a bullshit artist. And if it hadn't been for his daddy, this asshole would have wound up like so many people, boys in his generation, standing on a street corner someplace, combing his hair, whistling at the girls that went by, and trying to sing 4-part harmony with 3 boys from the neighborhood. Hey man, let's put this song together. Maybe we can get a record deal. It's been a month since the fascist Trump became president, and remember he signed an executive order on day 1 intended to start the ball rolling on the repeal of Obamacare. And, of course, these dumb shits in the Republican Party in Congress still haven't passed a replacement for the landmark health care reform bill that Barack Obama and the Democratic Party put together after stealing it from the Heritage Foundation, which is a nest of right-wingers. The Affordable Care Act is a right-wing instrument to get health care to Americans. Astonishing. Astonishing. But even though I'm assuming that the Republicans in Congress knew this when Obama and the Democrats were putting it together, they just were not going to dirty their hands for a very simple reason. The Negro had his name on it. Well, Obama never called it the Obamacare. That was a derisive term that came out of the mouths of some of these right-wing bats. I don't know who they were. I'm sure the pig man was involved in it. But anyway, we do have an outline for their plan. They don't have anything yet, but they got an outline. And it looks really bad for low-income Americans. But you know, who gives a shit? Low-income Americans are always lied to and deceived. And Trump was an expert, dangling something shiny in front of them. Look at this. You see? You want this? You want this? These are jobs. You want your jobs back? Oh, I'm going to do it. You want some good health care? Oh, I'm going to do it. Here, look. Now let's everybody cheer for me. Cheer for me. Cheer for me. God damn it! Well, the Republican proposal, the outline, would reduce state funding for providing free Medicaid insurance coverage to the poor and would give a flat tax credit to Americans who don't receive insurance through their work, adjusted by age, but not by income. This means that if Americans who don't receive health insurance coverage through their jobs can't afford the premiums with their tax credit, they will remain uninsured. Now, what sort of a tax credit are we talking about here, huh? What's the average tax bill of really poor people who don't qualify for the earned income tax credit? What could it possibly be? $500? And the poor are expected, with their $500 tax refund, if it's that big, to go buy health insurance. Think about that for a second. How many people in this country right now, even with the Affordable Care Act, are paying $500 a month? But this is what Republicans do to people. You should know that by now. You should know that. So what will happen? Once again, we will have 15, 20 million more people with no health insurance. Oh, that's a great idea, isn't it? Now remember, you voted for Trump. Here's your reward.